This video is not a criticism of anybody. This video is my articulation of my observations. A message to all the British YouTubers: keep doing what you're doing, lads. We're all in the same boat. I wish you all the success in the world, and I mean that. It's in our nature to procreate. That's what we're designed to do. And I sometimes think to myself, and this is in defense of the people that I've been talking about. Do you know, this is a very beautiful place. It is a very beautiful, soulful, you can absorb yourself. You can feel yourself here. But in a place like Sukhumvit or Pattaya, it's for me, it's caustic. It's soul destroying. This is soul enriching. Guys, it's a warm welcome back. Alpha Omega occasionally. A change of scene. Some fellas had said to me that I need to get out and about more, broaden the scope. Enough of Sukhumvit, enough of Wigwang, enough of here and there, enough of Pontoutene. Well, there'll never be enough of Pontoutene because that's where I'm going to move eventually. But today we're in Chatuchak Park in Chatuchak in Bangkok. And the point of this video is to bring across to you the real reasons you should be in Thailand. But we all know the real reasons why you are in Thailand. No, I'm not trying to be presumptuous. I'm being honest, as I always am. I'm speaking for myself. What was the real reason I came to Thailand for? I think you know the answer. Of course. I'm going to be careful with my words, but today we will be able to enjoy other things, other aspects of Bangkok, while talking about other aspects of Bangkok, or the ones that you may be more familiar with, i.e. the things that other YouTubers bring you, predominantly British YouTubers. I won't mention names, but they seem to come over here and go from Pattaya to Soi 4. I mean, I saw a British YouTuber doing that yesterday. I said, what a closed mind. There is so much more. Anyway, stay with me while we talk about the real reasons most expats come to Thailand. Hello. I've just been told that there's no photography in the park. Well, I said it to the guy, I'm only doing myself, and he seems to say that's okay. It seems to be okay. But the real reason you're here, you know, it really pisses me off. It really does. It pisses me off. I wonder, do you know something? I wonder how it is that other YouTubers make a success of making the same repetitive videos of Phuket, well, not necessarily Phuket, Pattaya and Sukhumvit Soi 4. There's a fella called Small Brained American who has a fantastic channel going around the world, and he's anything but small brained. But I'd call those YouTubers, those British YouTubers, small brained, because that's all they seem to do. Well, I won't necessarily confine it to the Brits, but it's not meant as an insult. It's just the amount of people. The videos that I see about Pattaya and Soi 4, the people who make those are British YouTubers. I've nothing against British YouTubers. I've absolutely nothing against them. I've complimented more than one of them. Actually, my great-grandfather, or one of my great-grandfathers, was actually born in Newcastle upon Tyne. So there you go. It's just I just say this to highlight the fact that, you know, people come to Thailand and they think of one thing. And that's the truth, because that's the way I was thinking. But it's so, at this stage of my life here, I regret the time that I spent preoccupied with that kind of thing. And there are oodles of guys preoccupied with that. I was watching a very good British YouTuber up in Chiang Mai, Brett Dev, And he did a video, something similar to this. In actual fact, when I watched his video, I thought to myself, yes, that's a very good topic. And I'm not trying to mimic him or copy him or plagiarize him in any kind of way. This is my own slant on this. You can check out his video. It's the one, I'm not going to use the term. He used the term. I'm not going to use the term. I just want, you know, there's certain words that I will hesitate to use on YouTube. But it's expat with an extra letter. Put it that way. And there's a lot of expats with an extra letter in the front who come here for that reason. And do you know something? You're wasting your time. You're absolutely wasting your time. Okay, if you want to indulge, if you want to indulge on a 2-week holiday or a 3-week holiday, off you go. But I can tell you something. That you might go back home with a tan. But that's not all you'll go back home with, if you know what I mean. I can tell you, after 13 years in Thailand, this is my first time in Chatuchak Park. I've been in Chatuchak before. I've been at the market. It's a weekend market. It's closed. It's been done on YouTube a million times. I don't know how many times this place has been done, but I can tell you, Pattaya and Soi 4 in Sukhumvit have been done a zillion times. And I can't understand the attraction of that. Because it's a marginal propensity to consume. It's a basic law of economics. The more you consume of something, the less you desire. And, you know, I suppose it is true. If I have a few gin or a few Leo or whatever it may be, my brain will migrate, and you know where it'll migrate to. And if I find myself in Sukhumvit, I could find myself succumbing to my desires, which have been heightened by my alcohol consumption. I said it before in one of my videos, you know, you can't go to Sukhumvit unless you drink. That's it. I mean, I know you can, but of an evening, of a Friday or Saturday night, you can't. And the two things combine, Sukhumvit and alcohol combine, and you make some of the most, I'll speak about me. I have made some of the most regrettable decisions of my life when I was indulging myself in Sukhumvit and consuming alcohol at the same time. Do you know, this is a very beautiful place. It is a very beautiful, soulful, you can absorb yourself. You can feel yourself here. But in a place like Sukhumvit or Pattaya, it's for me, it's caustic. It's soul destroying. This is soul enriching. There's so much more to Thailand than that. But you see, the real reason people come here, if they're honest, and I'm not saying everybody, but the vast majority of people that come to Thailand, the vast majority of people who come to Thailand come here for anything but this. I have made videos on YouTube that personifies the people that I'm pointing the finger at. But I'm not really pointing the finger, I'm just saying what annoys me. But I actually, as you know, I still have the channel actually, but I deleted all the content because I got into trouble over it on YouTube. Well, it wouldn't say get into trouble, I did get into trouble over it on YouTube. I was the one that personified that, but I wouldn't say I never did it in Pattaya, did I? I did 1 or 2 videos in Pattaya. I did 1 or 2 videos in Sukhumvit, but the majority of the videos I made were in Wigwang Night Market. And it was all about girls, and it was all about what I'm talking about. And if there's anyone qualified to talk about it, it's me. I wouldn't go back to that. Well, if somebody paid me, yeah, I would. But I have no desire to go back to that. I have, guys, and thank you so much for your support, lads. I will take this opportunity Again, I have to say this, for everyone who's helped me on Buy Me a Coffee since my last video, there's the QR code, there's your names there. If you want to do the same, and thanks lads so much, if you want to do the same, you can scan the QR code or you can click the link below. This video is not a criticism of anybody. This video is my articulation of my observations. And if I am annoyed by a certain group of YouTubers, and they do stem from the United Kingdom, the typical British YouTubers who only have tunnel vision and talk about, I've said it a million times. By the way, those videos are very, very popular, extremely popular. So that means there is a market for them. But again, marginal propensity to consume. You can't, well you can, they keep doing it. Maybe it's because there's new generations of people coming here and they haven't experienced it. But for you and me, I'm in my 60s as you know, we're seasoned campaigners. Been there, done that, read the book, worn the t-shirt. Do you know, there's guys sitting in bars now, it's 10 to 10. There's guys sitting in bars in Sukhumvit Soy Sea drinking beer. And there's guys sitting in Pattaya in bars drinking beer. And all I'd say is enjoy your holiday. Go for it. Enjoy your holiday. Nothing wrong with it. But if you lived here, you'd soon get very tired of all of that. I'll be honest. It's nice to go out for a drink. It's nice to go out for a drink and be surrounded by beautiful girls. And it's a nice idea when you're drunk. It seems like a nice idea when you're drunk that you can avail of, let's say, you can indulge yourself in that way. But you see, it's all, for me, it's been, again, it's all in the past. I've done it before. And I won't say I'm filled with regret. I have regret. But there are certain aspects of it that I'm glad I did. I'm glad I came to Thailand. I'm glad I experienced Sukhumvit Soy 4. I'm glad I experienced Pattaya. But in fact, did I? I can't say that. I did. This is before I was married, by the way. I experienced Pattaya in the way that I'm talking about now and saying that it's not for me. But it was for me when I first came. It was actually, when I first came here, it wasn't for me. It didn't sit well with me because I knew I was walking into a bar full of girls and the drinks were priced accordingly, let's say. A lot more than you'd pay in 7-Eleven or whatever. And you just go along with the flow and you'd spend your money. Do you know you can spend, well, you can spend 10 grand a night in Pattaya? I've done it. Let me know. Let me know where you're watching this video from. I'd be interested to know. But let me know what the average cost of a night out in Pattaya or Soy 4 in Nana is. Because I can tell you the average cost for a night out in a place like Chattachuk or in a place like Chok Choi Si or in a place like Wig Wang, you'd get away with 1,000 baht, 1,500 baht. I don't think you get away with that in Pattaya or Sukhumvit. Speaking of spending money, I'm feeling a bit hungry. I'm going to see if I can find a place where I can have me brunch. So just to keep you orientated, we've just got the MRT from Chattachuk Park to Sudisan Market, and I'm going to get myself something to eat. And I can tell you lads, if you want to experience authentic Thai street food at a very reasonable price, Sudisan Market is the place to come. Anyway, let's go. Here we are, Sudisan Market at 25 minutes past 10 on a Wednesday morning. And it is the place to be, lads. Look, lunchtime now, all the offices around here, about an hour or so from now, this place is going to be packed But if you want to have a relaxing bite to eat, it's at the Sukhumvit MRT station, Sukhumvit Market. Can't beat it. I'm nothing if not controversial. I'm not trying to be controversial for the sake of it. I'm no different to any other man. It's in our nature to procreate. That's what we're designed to do. And I sometimes think to myself, and this is in defense of the people that I've been talking about, I sometimes think to myself, men are not cut out for monogamy, whatever. Men are not cut out for that. We're designed to go forth and multiply. And Thailand facilitates that desire. But in a way that's detrimental to you, because you'll spend too much of this. One of the worst things, actually I'll tell you what, I'm going to get something to eat first and I'll continue. Just give me a second. So it's become a feature of this channel. I say it's become a feature of this channel. This has become a feature of this channel. This is chicken with rice with boiled egg. And I got 2 boiled eggs. Cucumber with carrot. There you go. And again, some consomme. And I always say this, looking for tissues, but I don't see any. The consomme in these street side restaurants in Thailand is absolutely amazing. It really is. I'm not saying that as I said before, I'll get stuck into this, but I'll give it a taste first. Hang on. That is lovely. It's just clear consomme with spring onion. The spring onion in our last video they had coriander. That's spring onion, but I swear to God it's lovely. That really is soul food. It really is. Put the spoon and fork over there, and we go into a bit of pretense here. We'll use our chopsticks. I'll say the term. Sexpat. There you are. I wouldn't like to describe myself as that, but I know I was that. I know I came here with that in mind. And I know looking around me tonight, and I know looking around me now, and when I was on the MRT coming up here from Chattachuk Park, so many beautiful girls, so many. And of course, as I pointed out in my last video about our personas, our real persona, when you see a beautiful girl, what do you think? I mean, come on, what do you think? What goes through your mind? Well, that goes through my mind. And if I had a few beers on me and if I was in Sukhumvit, it would not only go through my mind, but it would go through my wallet as well. I was going to say the worst aspect of all this, but it's only one of the worst aspects of all this, is waking up the next morning and you check your phone to see how much you've spent. I don't know if you're a tourist, you do that, but I use the banking apps here, and I do that, or else you check your wallet. But whatever way, you check what you spent, and then you say, oh my God, what the hell was I doing? And then it all starts coming back to you. What you were doing. And it comes back to you in waves. You know that way. The egg is done to perfection. I mean, I said that before, and I'll say it again. I just want to, if I can pick this up. There you go. Done to perfection. It really is. These guys really know what they're doing. And the girls in Sukhumvit and Pattaya really know what they're doing. And you really know what you're doing, but you still do it. And I would say the British YouTubers that fly over here from Manchester and places like that and do a video, stay a couple of weeks, fly back to the UK, and then come back here again, do the whole same thing again. It's fair play to them. Let them go ahead and do it. if that's what they want to do, it's not for me to criticise. But I will say, it makes me want to vomit when I see the same old bloody stuff over and over again. Drinking in a bar in Pattaya, eating some Thai food in a bar in Pattaya, or a restaurant in Pattaya. I have full respect for all other YouTubers, because I know we're all in the same boat, we all do the same thing. But I'm just talking about what but I'm just talking about what annoys me. I said it before about the fish and chips. And then what did I do? I went to a British pub in Sukhumvit. I made a fish and chips video. Just to show that everything I do, everything I say in this channel is all with the best of intentions. It's not trying to degrade, it's not trying to cast doubt. It's not trying to cast a cloud. It's not trying to cast a cloud over any other YouTuber, regardless where they're from. But I just find it boring, repetitive and banal. And I mentioned earlier on, there's a channel on YouTube called The Small Brain American, and he's far from small brain. He goes around the world. He's a bit like Ball the Bankrupt, a little bit like that. But he calls himself small brained. But I would say that the guys that fly here from England or the north of England and make videos about Pattaya and so forth, Sukhumvit, they're small brained. I'm not saying they are. They come across, they portray themselves as small brained. I know they're far from it. And I salute them. I really do. This is wonderful. It cost me 110 baht, but that's only because I got 2 pieces of chicken and 2 boiled eggs. It's probably more like 60 baht, and the Coke is 17 baht, and it's a full bottle of Coke now. Full bottle of Coke now. Don't be offended by what you see and hear in this video, because I paint myself with the same brush, but maybe not to the same extent. Do you know, when I give up the big picture of panorama, and by the way, that meant I was going out 7 nights a week recording videos and drinking and meeting girls. And when I gave, I'm not saying I was doing that untoward, it's a meeting. There's a big difference between meeting someone and whatever. I'd interview them. And when I gave that up, within 6 weeks, I was able to save enough money to buy a MacBook M4. Just goes to show you the amount of money we spend on entertainment, in inverted commas. I would say that any experience I've had in Pattaya or Sukhumvit so far has not met my expectations. And I wasn't setting the bar too high, and I've never set the bar too high. Can you tell me that your experience in these places meets your expectations? I can tell you, my experience this morning in Chattachuk Park and here in Sudisan Market have surpassed my expectations. So when you do the simpler things in Thailand, you can actually have a better time. This is a wonderful place. It's an absolutely wonderful place. There's no one looking at me here. Or maybe there is. But I'm left to my own devices. There's no one coming up to me and propositioning me. I want to say hello to Jan in the Czech Republic. Jan's a big fan of this channel. So am I right? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm full of SH1T? I'll just say, it's okay to have a go with the Brits. It's okay to have a go with the Irish. The Brits did it for years. It's okay to have a go with the Americans. It's okay to have a go with anybody. But because it's all in good fun. It's just a bit of fun. It's not to be taken that seriously. It's just to highlight a point. There is a time where you have to surrender and realise that chopsticks don't cut it when it comes down to the bits and pieces. But can you honestly say that you were happy the morning you wake up after the night before in Pattaya or Sukhumvit? It's a factory. That's what it is. It's a factory. It keeps churning out the entertainment and keeps raking in the money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the stories, and I've only heard stories. I didn't hear. No, I met a guy once, a Finnish guy, who shared a bottle of whiskey with me, and he married a Thai, and he met her in a go-go bar, and he bought a house, and of course the land went to her name, and she moved the whole family in, and then she divorced them. Who's this? But listen, let me finish this. I have to finish the grub, but I have to finish the video. So the keen-eyed amongst you will notice we're not in the same place, because I tell you what happened. I got a phone call from a friend of mine. On the phone so long, did the battery on the camera die? So I'm back home, not too far from where we are. Suddy Sand Market, great place to go for authentic Thai food, and it won't break the bank, unlike Sukhumvit and Pattaya. But just to finish that story, the Finnish guy, she divorced him. The whole family moved into the house. He moved back to Finland, and guess what she did? So did she, and she got a Finnish passport and rubbed his nose in it. I mean, you don't need me to tell you, take a bar girl as a long-term thing, and you'll be long-termly unhappy. I would say. But just to finish off this video, this is not a critique. When all's said and done, it's all a bit of fun. If I watch a YouTube video, if you watch a YouTube video, it annoys you, you can vocalize that. I make a point of not saying who it is, but I will say I respect them and they've every right to do it, and I wish them the very best of luck in continuing to do what they do. But it's not something that I would care to watch, because it would make me vomit. That's basically what it is. Maybe I make you vomit, but whatever I make you do, lads, let me know in the comment section. Click the like button, the share button, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another, well, I think, a wonderful video very soon. And a message to all the British YouTubers, keep doing what you're doing, lads. We're all in the same boat. I wish you all the success in the world, and I mean that.